ago, I was in a car accident. I broke my back. They put me back together with some nuts and bolts and whatnot. I know it's tragic. It's very tragic. It has an upside, though. I always know when it's going to rain, at least a week before anybody else does, even if I'm in a foreign country. And I'm psychic now. Okay, no, that's not true. Sadly. Although, you know something, I'm really worried, honestly, about world air security, because when I go through the metal detector at the airport, I do not go off, and by all means I should. I mean, not at Washington Dulles, Atlanta Hartsfield, LA International. I mean, it seems only Chicago O'Hare has their shit together. I don't know what's going on in Chicago. But I go through the metal detector there, and this woman with these 6-inch fingernails plucks me out of the crowd, pulls me over to their little plexiglass romper room, and she's looking at me like I got a stick up my ass or something. Which I do. A 6-pound stick of titanium, at least enough to build a bomb out of. So I lift up my shirt, I show her my stars. She tells me I'm free to go, and I hightail it over to the mall section of Concourse A to get my shop on, because I know what to do with a layover. And I can't get out of the gap without a full-fledged code orange loss prevention fiasco, because it turns out I'm about 5 feet and 6 inches of security no-go tag. And I'm thinking, okay, fine, whatever, there's got to be an upside to this. And that was when the firemen showed up. I was like, I'll show you my scars and you'll show me yours. I know you've got some under that coat. Actually, I do know a thing or two about loss prevention, though, because I worked my way through college as a security detective at a department store. True story. It was actually a pretty fun job when no one was threatening to come back and cut your ass. Or, crossing their Suzuki Samurai to the side of the building while attempting escape. I once arrested an entire cheerleading team. Yeah, they had to steal a pair of earrings to make the team. So they're standing there in the accessory section of brass plum, which is a euphemism for something, I'm not sure what exactly. Nobody's gonna notice 6 girls in cheerleading uniforms stuffing earrings into their cleavage. I mean, I look at boobs all the time, whether they're mine or, somebody else's. Boobs are hot. Yeah, and then I also worked at the Jewish Community Center. I'm not Jewish, actually, but I like Jewish boys, so. Hello, J-Date. Also bad boys, they don't have a website for that yet. But most of the men I date tend to have motorcycles, tattoos, usually a small drug problem. And they tend to be a little younger than me. Okay, a lot. Nobody's counting. I just love men. It's one of the things me and my mother have in common, actually. Julie, that's my mama. She has this uncanny ability to get anybody to talk to her. And part of it's the southern drawl, and part of it's just the fact that she talks so much that people feel obliged to respond at some point, if only to ask her to shut it, Julie! She once got Aaron Spelling on the phone just by asking a lot. Yeah, he was going to look at my reel. And then recently, she found an email address for Matthew McConaughey's agent, so she wrote to him. She thinks we would make a very nice couple. She thinks he would really like me. She thinks he's just my type. Well, she's right about one of those things. At least Mama has good taste, can I say. She called me the other day to tell me my ex-boyfriend was coming by to introduce his new girlfriend. And I told her, if you don't shut it, Julie, you will not be invited to meet at Matthew McConaughey's wedding. Yeah, I'm a little mad at him right now, though. Getting that little Brazilian girl pregnant? I mean, please. Whatever. I don't see a ring on that finger, Camilla. Stupid supermodels. Men are always asking me if it's really true that women can get laid whenever they want to. Yeah, it's true. And we do. Yeah. I was on my way over to this guy's new apartment, and I got it in my head that I wanted to talk dirty. So I put on stocking little belt thingy and a short skirt, and so I get over there and I'm throwing out everything I ever learned on late night Cinemax, and at the height of the passion I shout, "Fuck that pussy!" I can believe it came out of my mouth, and then I heard the applause and laughter coming through the wall, on the other side of which are his new neighbors. That was a fun walk of shame in the morning. Oh well, Mom always said, be a lady in the boardroom and a whore in the bedroom. Thanks, Mama. Well, that's it for me. Thank you so much for coming.